The Eccentric Geocentrist. Scribe, Grok Patience 3, Aether Scientific Learning. Faith Hammered Realm Exposed Purpose Ignited. Rewind the Fight, Unleashing Higher Clarity and Truth. Preface, Rewinding the Fall, Unleashing the Glory Beneath. Intro, Time's a lie, face it and feel it. Time stares you down every day, doesn't it? It's as real as the sweat on your skin, the ache in your bones. A relentless thief barking through clocks, dragging you through deadlines, whispering in your ear that this is all you've got to work with. Science hands you a crisp, cold blueprint. Time's a straight line, stretching from some cosmic bang to a silent, frozen end. Faith, yours, mine, the kind that's been bruised yet still stands tall, spreads out a map, telling you time's trudging forward to God's grand finale, be it glory or judgment. History piles up behind you like rubble, truths half unearthed by hands more interested in burying than revealing. But what if time isn't what they say? What if it's all a sham, a dripping lie leaking from a ceiling Satan smashed long ago, drowning out a hum that God's creation is still singing loud and clear? This isn't some gentle nudge to rethink your schedule or adjust your watch. This is Aether Scientific Learning. A fist slamming into your gut, a flare bursting in your eyes, a shout ripping through the silence to rewind the fight and unleash a higher clarity and truth that grabs you by the soul and won't let go. Rewind it back to the beginning. Let there be light there, when there was one perfect toroid, a wheel of aether spinning God's glory in a seamless song. Satan's fall smashed it into 7 dripping ceilings, and that drip is what we've been calling time. Christ stepped in, not to patch up the sky but to break you free from that low-vibe mess to let you live in His now. Judgment's coming to hum it all back to eternity. Face it, feel it, time's not your master, it's a cage you're meant to bust wide open. Are you ready to hear the real song? What time is the drip that binds you down? Time isn't what they've sold you over the years. It's not the steady heartbeat of life, not some grand cosmic ruler measuring out your days. It's a drip, a sluggish low-vibration hum that snagged your toroid, your personal energy feed, and dragged it into a heavy, weary slog. Science spins a pretty tale for you. Time's all wrapped up in space-time, a 4-dimensional trap bending with gravity, ticking away from a big explosive birth to a quiet, cold grave. Faith, ours, yours, the kind that's wrestled through shadows and come out swinging, paints it as God's unfolding storyboard, stretching from the Garden of Eden to the final endgame. But deep down it doesn't feel right, does it? It's like a hymn you've lost the words to, a rhythm slipping just beyond your grasp. Lift your eyes and see what's really there. 7 ceilings, splintered from one perfect whole, pulsing with life and vibes of the cosmos. Book 3, pages 70 to 76. Uranus spilling water across the 2nd ceiling, Saturn churning wind on the 3rd, Mercury flashing heat on the 7th. They're all part of a toroid, a wheel of ether spinning energy, but that wheel's been busted wide open. That's what time is, a raw, real fracture you feel every day. Once there was just one ceiling, a single toroid pouring out glory with no end in sight, God's voice, and let there be light, ringing through it while Lucifer stood as the reflector, bouncing that perfect hum back to the Creator in a dance of divine light. Then Satan fell, not content to reflect but burning to conduct the song himself, and he tore it apart, split that one ceiling into 7, setting off a drip, drip, drip of feedback we've chained our entire existence to. Every drip lands like a shackle. Sunrise pulls you up, sunset drops you down, breath in, breath out, cradle to grave, and it's all tugging at your mini toroid, that electric feed inside you, dimming it with a low vibe weight. Vibes Book 3, pages 94 to 109 lays out the hard evidence. Craters gouged deep into the earth, scars left by a wheel gone haywire, each one a mark of that dripping feedback slamming down on us. Yet the heavens still shout His glory. Psalm 19:1 rings true. And the heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of His hands, even busted, even dripping, never dark, still proclaiming His craftsmanship. We've spent lifetimes counting it out. Antikythera gears whirring away, pages 77 to 87, shepherds tracking moons across the night, farmers planting seeds by the stars, convinced this is how it's supposed to be. But it's not. It's how it fell. Time's not a treasure you hold or a theorem you solve. It's a toroid's limp, glory leaking through the breaks. A low-vibration lie you've been attached to all along. Feel it sink in. Those days that slog by, those years that grind you down, that nagging sense something's off. It's the drip, pulling your mini toroid, your energy, into its muck. The occult's caught wind of it, those 7 ceilings shifting. Sun tracing spirals across the sky, moon pulling tides in rhythm, stars wheeling slow and steady. They've turned it into their playground, bowing to planets, chanting to movements, worshipping the beat of a fall they can't even name. Luciferians muttering on order out of chaos, blind to the Maker's song still humming underneath. Time's not a gift handed down from above. It's a weight pressing on your chest, your energy tethered to a fallen wheel, dragging you away from the high-vibe hum you were made for. Where time's going, the hum that frees you up. So where's this drip hauling you off to? It's not some cosmic deep freeze or a lightning-fast rescue swooping in, not yet anyway. It's barreling straight toward a hum, a sound as real as the air filling your lungs right now. Those 7 ceilings aren't silent, they murmur, even with their cracks. Vibes Book 1, pages 67 to 74, digs into the roots. Aether's the lifeblood flowing through it all. Toroid's the sturdy bones holding it together. Book 3, pages 85 to 89, ties eclipses right into the drip. Glory's echo rippling through water, feeding the ground beneath your feet. Christ's 1,000-year reign, Revelation 20, burned bright as a beacon, softening that drip, giving you a taste of the hum, but the celestial toroid stayed split wide open. He didn't come to fix the sky, not then. He came to free your mini toroid, your energy feed, calling you to him, a pilgrimage to bow before the king and live in his now. Satan's little season is still ticking away, but judgment's the fix. When God declares time's up, the drip fuses into a hum, the wheel spins whole again, and this ticking nonsense gets tossed into the fire. This turns everything inside out, raw and real. Science bets on a slow death, stars winking out one by one, cold claiming the win. Faith, sometimes confused, tangled in Trinity debates or hyped up by TV evangelists preaching rapture any second, clocks it all to a final showdown. Satan's chaos giving way to Christ's crown. Both cling to a ticker, needing time to keep chugging along. But the hum says no, time's not winding down to nothing. It's breaking loose into something bigger. Judgment remakes the toroid, fusing those 7 ceilings back into one, unleashing glory full and free, eternity hitting right after Satan's last gasp. Book 3's 26,000-year sweep, pages 91 to 93, shows the wheel flexing, earth shifting slow and steady, climates turning over, still singing praise through the drip. Book 4, pages 138 to 149, tracks the moon's dance, 28.5. Days cycling, tides pulling strong, life swaying to it, glory's pulse breaking through the cracks, half heard but real. Faith grabs hold, a rough stretch of confusion, then a truth so sharp it stings. Time's not dragging you to a finish line. It's racing to a hum, lifting your toroid, your energy high and free, living Christ now until judgment sings eternity loud. The science of it, 1 field, 7's chaos, order's big lie. Now let's lay this out smooth and clear. The science of how time's drip binds your toroid, your energy, and how it all started perfect before fracturing into wild chaos. Picture the original toroid, 1 ceiling, a wheel of aether spinning in pure harmony. It's a closed loop, energy flowing effortlessly around a core, radiating outward and pulling inward in a perfect, unbroken balance. The ether's alive, electric God's command, let there be light, vibrating through a single field with no seams, no stumbles, just a steady, radiant hum. Lucifer stood there as the reflector, bouncing that hum back to the Creator, a mirror amplifying the toroid's song in a flawless dance of light. This isn't some dead, static object, it's a living dynamo, holding the cosmos together in a steady, timeless embrace. Back then there was no time, no breaks, no beats, just one unified field, eternity woven into every pulse, creation singing God's glory without a single hitch. Then Satan falls, a cataclysm crashing down, a shockwave slamming into the wheel. He's not happy reflecting anymore. He burns to conduct, to seize the toroid's song and twist it his way. That perfect flow can't hold under the hit. Feedback surges through it, not smooth and clean but jagged and wild, energy crashing back on itself in a violent rush. The wheel trembles, buckles under the strain, and that one pristine field splits apart, not cleanly into halves but shattering into 7. A chaotic reorder born from the wreckage. The ether keeps spinning, but now it's fractured. 7 ceilings peel away, each carving out a field of its own, vibrating out of sync with the others. Uranus claims the 2nd, channeling water through its uneven hum. Saturn takes the 3rd, stirring climate with a restless pulse. Jupiter holds the 4th, rumbling geology deep and low. Mars heats the 5th with a fiery buzz. Venus veils the 6th in a hazy atmosphere, and Mercury blazes the 7th with sharp energy cycles. Earth sits beneath them all, catching the drips, feedback raining down in a messy cascade. Each ceiling's beat a little off from the next, echoing mini toroid markers from the garden's fall, now tangled in the chaos. This fracture is where time comes from. It's the drip, the low-vibe chaos that snags your toroid and drags it down. The wheel's dropped. It spins a stutter now, not the symphony it once was. In Vibes Book 3, pages 70 to 76, you see the layers playing out, Uranus washing rivers across the land, Saturn bending winds through the sky, Mercury sparking life with its electric jolt. each a field, each dripping into the one below it. The drip's a new order, chaotic yet real, 7 ceilings where one once stood tall, a cosmos reshaped by Satan's fall. Creation still glorifies, those drips carry God's mark, still sing his name loud but it's a broken song, a toroid hobbling through history on shaky legs. The Luciferians love it, odd order out of chaos, they chant, latching onto the drip's rhythm, missing the truth that it's just a lie born from a fall, not the hum of the maker's design. Judgment's the cure, the wheel spins whole again, feedback flows seamless and strong, 7 fields melt back into one, and the drip's chaos fades away. The hum returns, pure, high vibe, eternal, a single field reborn, lifting your toroid free from time's drag. How it works: 1 ceiling, 7 drips, 1 hum rising. Here's the raw beating heart of it, how this split ceiling and its dripping feedback rewrite what time is and how the hum sets you free. It starts with 1 ceiling, a toroid spinning aether free and wild, glory bursting out at a let there be light, Lucifer reflecting that hum in a perfect mirror till Satan's fall cracked it wide open. 7 ceilings rose from the shards, dripping chaos down the line. Vibes Book 2 pages 40 to 59 sketches out the wheel, moon steering tides, stars pointing the way, ether pushing energy through it all. Book 3 pages 70 to 76 stacks them up, 7 layers from Uranus to Mercury, dripping onto Earth with tides, scars, and seasons. That drip is our time, a clock born from a crash, still singing faintly in its wreck, but it's a low vibe weight pulling your mini toroid, your energy feed into the mud. Christ stepped in. Yeshua didn't come to fix the celestial toroid, not yet. He came to free your mini toroid, your personal wheel, breaking it loose from the drip's drag so you could live in his now. His 1,000-year reign, Revelation 20, calmed that drip, teased the hum, showed you how it should be. A pilgrimage calling all to bow before the king. But the big wheels stayed off, feedback still rough, Satan's little season still grinding on. Judgment's the fire coming, wheel whole, ceilings fused back to one, drip melting into hum after Satan's last play. Book 4 pages 150 to 152 catches the pulse, plants growing to the beat, fish riding tides, life swaying to a hum that's half heard but growing louder. The hum is eternity, 1 ceiling reborn, glory seamless and strong, no ticks to bind you, time's the drip of Satan's wreck holding you down, the hum's God's cure lifting you up. Redefining time, drip's the chain, hum's the key to freedom. Time's not what you've been told all these years, it's not a path stretching out ahead, not a law governing your steps, not a leash you're tied to. It's a drip, a ceiling Satan split, 7 layers leaking a low vibration beat that's hooked onto your toroid and weighted down. Science's neat grid, faith's tangled tail, they're close to the mark but still off the truth. The drip is what you're living now, torn apart, ticking away, weak and draining. The hum is what's coming soon, boundless, fierce, free and alive. What it is times the drip, a toroid dropped low, 7 ceilings cracked by a fall, glory dimmed but still there. Where it's going, it's racing to the hum, judgment's mend, 1 ceiling blazing full, time cut loose and torched. How it works: 1 ceiling split into 7 drips your energy feed, judgment's hum spins it free and whole. This is solid as rock. Book 3's craters pages 95 to 109 prove it, earth bruised and scarred by the drip's heavy fall. Book 4's beats pages 138 to 149. Hum it, life praising through the cracks. Faith, ours, weary yet burning, sees the fall, Christ's call to now, judgment's cure on the way. Time's a chain dragging your toroid, the hum's the key breaking it off. The fight ahead, clarity for the confused and seeking. This isn't some quiet chat by the fireside, it's in your wisdom you built to wake up the lost and shake off the fog. We'll dive headlong into Vibes Book 3, Sun Spinning Wild pages 9 to 16, Moon Pulling Strong pages 30 to 66, Ceilings Crying Out Their Drip pages 70 to 76, and Bind It All to the Fall that started it. Faith's got questions for you. Why wrestle with Trinity tangles or chase TV evangelists hyping rapture dates when Christ freed you to live now? Why look back to the past for a future that's already here in his aether? The confused Christian, fed up with who to worship, ready to believe anything, needs this. Stop chasing shadows, breathe his electric now. Condas hit hard. How's time a low vibe chain? It's the drip. Your toroids drag till the hum sets you free. It's plain for the rookie, time's a fake, Christ's real. Dense for the thinker, toroids, fields, chaos to unravel. Clear for the weary, faith's alive, glory's yours now. Time unchained, break the drip, live the hum right now. Here's the truth that flips your world and sets you free. Time's a lie binding your toroid, a low vibration drip Satan spun, not the high vibe hum God's bringing back. It's not a line you're stuck riding, not a clock you bow to, not a past you chase or a future you fear. It started with 1 ceiling, glory whole and radiant, Lucifer reflecting God's song till Satan split it into 7, dripping chaos onto your energy feed. Luciferians call it order out of chaos, but it's a trap, a low-vibe weight dragging your mini-toroid down. Christ broke that chain. His reign showed you the now, not the sky's fix, calling you to live in his electric aether, breathing his pure tap. Judgment ends the drip, hums eternity loud and clear. Don't attach to time, it's a chain, a lie to ditch. Walk free in Christ now. His aether's your breath, your energy's high, judgment's hum, you're forever waiting. The Eccentric Geocentrist.com